great to have you with us from Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the Georgia Southern Eagles and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. The Chanticleers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia Southern's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success in smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still...
Might have a chance. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Makes a catch. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Caught in the backfield, it's Dallas. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Eagles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Off play action on first down. Fires to the tight end. Picks up the first down, and he might have a little extra. That looked like it'll be roughing the passer.
First down, roughing the passer.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. In this area of the field, you want to get heat on the quarterback, but that roughing the passer penalty gives up a first and goal. Try to barge their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like they were ready for that second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Never getting stopped on that second down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Trying to find the end zone. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the...
And he's in! Touchdown, Georgia Southern!
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on fourth down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get those goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of a field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And the Chanticleers decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They go right back to him. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Johnson looking to throw. Looking long. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Touchdown, Eagles! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
They're in the gun on 3rd down. It's Lopez. The short hands, it's Johnson. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They're going to run it to the right.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Got room to work. Picks up the first down. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The shot that clears are rolling down the field. Lopez. Here's the pressure. He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the shot that clears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time, there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Throwing, Lopez. Finds his man. It's Washington. Good, solid tackle. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, I love the fight from this offense on this drive especially, and they've been physical, and they've had a lot of success moving it down the field, running the football. They're trailing by 2 possessions. Down in the red zone, 3rd down here. This is critical. They have got to be able to score a touchdown and cut this thing and make it a 1-possession game. It'll be interesting to see what they dial up on 3rd down there.
Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The shot that clears will try to pick it up on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, shot to clear. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The give out of the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's Helms. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Upstairs to make the catch. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Down.
I just love that about this team because right when it looks like the opponent has just a glimmer of hope, scoring a touchdown on the last drive, they just come right back out, David, and they put their foot down on the gas. They put their foot down on your throat. They stay aggressive and score a touchdown of their own.
It's just such an explosive offense, man. They can hurt you so fast. They're so dangerous. Defenses don't know what to do. You're right. Great answer. You give up a touchdown, you go right back and get you.
On the run from inside his own 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The shot to clear is now ready to go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes,
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Lopez to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the shot to clear has come to the line with a new set of downs. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Bradshaw. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners in covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 3rd down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Couldn't make the play in the end zone, but the offense is going to come out of this with a penalty on the D.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
That penalty puts the defense in a bind. It'll be 3rd and 1. Johnson wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Lopez to throw. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. The throw. Makes the catch. It's Washington. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Fires to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Murphy. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin our wraparound with Clemson in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's Clemson in front right now as they look to get back over 500. And this is kind of the point in the season where you find out who you are. Week 5, a crossroads. Can this group find the right path? Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game on the surf turf. What can you say about this playmaking receiver that's not abundantly clear? More than 100 yards in the first half. He's totally taken over this game. His team has the lead, and he's improving his draft stock as we speak. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Hey, guys, the Chanticleer's head coach told me at the half, one of the things he talked to his team about in the locker room was this defense has to get things fixed. Too many missed opportunities, too many missed assignments there. The offense has the ball right now, and they can make up some ground, but this team talking together, both offense and defense have to get on the same page to get back in this game. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Quickly to the tight end. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lopez gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Using the quick game. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the shot to clear has come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Look out, he's got room.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The shot that clears will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Johnson looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Helms.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And that's not what this defense was hoping for, man. They got to find a way to get the ball back to their offense. They've already dug themselves a hole, and now 3 plays, 3 first downs. Man, they've got to find some answers. Got to get some pressure on the QB. Find a way to force a turnover or 2 to get back in this football game.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls it on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead.
And he's got that bayou speed, like I run bayou. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Throwing, Lopez. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Lopez wants to fire. That's caught. It's Washington. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the shot to clears will have it 1st and 10. The play fake, Lopez. using his legs to buy some time. On the run, deep down the right side.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with every...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's Lopez to throw. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Grab behind the line. It's Dallas. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Johnson wants to throw it. Punts it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today. This one from 34 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Lopez looking for a huge play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll do it himself on the draw. Got enough for the first. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dallas. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still 1st and goal. From the gun, the ground game. Touchdown, Eagles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Makes it past the marker. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Chanticleers have their offense in high gear. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down. Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. To the ground with the back. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They want to run it left here. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing and you need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the counter. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.